Now, the Shri Ram Janmabhoomi Trust will convene today to decide on the Ram Lalla statue. The meeting will focus on preparations for the temple's 22nd of January inauguration, with a subsequent important session on the 29th of December determining the specific Ram Lalla idol for the sanctum sanctorum. Now, at least guests from over 50 countries have been invited for the major big event on the 22nd of January. And as we can see, the preparations are on full swing. Meetings are being called. The Prime Minister is invited for the event along with some of the most senior and top-notch leaders of the country. An extensive guest list has been prepared. And we can see the preparations. Also, our colleague Priyanka is on ground, who is taking us through the preparations as they enter the final phase before the consecration ceremony on the 22nd of January. Priyanka, a very good morning to you. As we can see in the visuals, the temple already looks lovely. The color of the stone, the whole work that has been done, and you are lucky enough to witness it in person, Priyanka. Please take us through all that's happening in Ayodhya right now, at the temple and in the area around, and also tell us about the spirits of the people, the karigars who have been working on it.
Oh, absolutely, Nikita. Good morning to you and to all our viewers from Ayodhya. It's a chilly morning and we are already getting updates of the preparations that are underway of 30th of December first, and then of course the 22nd of January, because 30th of December is when the Prime Minister is going to be here and the preparation for that is also underway. Now, another update that we can share with our viewers is that the trust, in fact, the main trust, is going to have a meeting today and tomorrow where they will be brainstorming and discussing over the idols that will be kept inside of the temple. Now, this is the main idol of Ram Lalla that had been given to 3 sculptors. They had been tasked to make these idols, and out of these 3 idols, one will be selected which will be on the basis of divinity and innocence, because they say that this is Ram Lalla, the childhood of Ram, that will be depicted in this idol that will be kept in the main temple that you were also pointing out, which is almost completed and is going to be inaugurated on 22nd of January. Now, that being said, we are also looking at day-to-day updates as far as the 22nd of January is concerned, because there are people who are coming in, there are dignitaries who are coming in, there are volunteers who are coming in, who are putting up their langars, who are actually volunteering their services, their time, their expertise to make sure that the entire inauguration is up to the mark. Now, let me also show you where we are, because we are also being told on 30th of December the Prime Minister is going to carry out a road show here, and those are the barricades that have already been put up, and the preparation for the road show, in fact, is already underway. Another update that we can share is that the Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath is going to be in Ayodhya today from around 11 a.m. till about 3:30 p.m. and he will also have a meeting and with discussions with several authority figures and also the municipality officials as well. That being about the airport that will be inaugurated, the railway station that is going to be renamed and inaugurated, the frequency of the flights and trains that is going to be increased, the tent city that is going to be inaugurated, several other infrastructure that is going to be inaugurated. For that, the Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath is going to have a meeting and have a discussion over the preparation that is being carried out on the ground right now. Apart from that, we will also see that tomorrow, of course, also that there will be a lot of security arrangements for the Prime Minister's movement here in Ayodhya. But of course, on 22nd of January, as and when Jan's 2nd approaches, we will start seeing the kind of donations that have been made by people in terms of the artifacts that will be kept inside of the temple. Say, for example, we will start seeing the 500 kg nagadas that have been made by people in Gujarat. We will start seeing the bells that have been made by people in Tamil Nadu. So all of these things that we will get to see of the entire country coming together, Nikita, to also make sure that the inauguration is at a grand level on 22nd of January, and this is done by people out of their faith, out of their beliefs, and that is why they voluntarily carried out these activities, and they have made these artifacts so that they can be installed in the temple as well. And day-to-day updates that we are getting of the infrastructure that has been built as well, because the main temple as of now is not completely done, but the interior work is also being done. The carving is being done. The limestone that had been brought in from Rajasthan, that is being installed inside of the temple as well. So these are some of the updates that we are seeing on the ground as and when the 22nd of January approaches. The saints are having their meetings as well to also find out and figure out how the 22nd of January and how the puja and the rituals will be carried out as well. Because from 16th of January itself, Nikita, we will start seeing the Pran Pratishtha that will be done of the idols. So perhaps today or tomorrow we will have to wait for to understand how the idol will be selected. But by 30th or 31st of December, we can perhaps also confirm for our viewers that we will get to know the idol that is going to be installed inside of the main temple of the Ram temple of Ramlala.
Priyanka, as you just told me that guests from different parts of the world will also be attending this consecration ceremony. It's a global event. And we also are getting information that Nepal is going to send some jewelry for the idol, and also some other countries. They also want to, make some contributions to our temple to become part of this landmark event that is happening in the history, if we can call it, because it is almost a global event now. So you must have spoken to a lot of people. You must have spoken to the administration people, the ground workers, the passers-by. What is the general sentiment for an event of such a large scale, of global scale, if I would rather call it? What are the aspirations of people?
Well, Nikita, to speak about Ayodhya and the people here, because I remember the last time that I was here was also during the verdict that had come out, and that's the time that the Ganga Jamni Tehzeeb of Ayodhya was also being talked about. And once again that the Ram temple is being politicized there in the national capital. The people of Ayodhya are least bothered about it. They are in fact in a mood of celebration. They know that this is a grand celebration for on 22nd of January. They are once again getting prepared and making sure that each and everything is in place. As in when we walk through each and every place where that is going to be inaugurated and is going to be constructed in terms of the temple premises, we are looking at the joy in people and how they are in fact volunteering to work as well. In fact, when we were at the site yesterday at the Ram temple, we had been able to speak to some of the workers as well, and the workers themselves were calling themselves the Vanar Sena of Ramlala. So this essentially helps us understand how exactly the sentiment of the people has been, that a normal worker as well had been saying that they are giving the quote-unquote Shram Dan to the temple, to Lord Ram as well, that they will be in fact donating all of their wages back to the donation that will be made to the trust for the Ram temple construction as well. So this is the kind of belief, this is the kind of faith, this is the kind of joy that people are really experiencing here, and that's how they want to really also welcome all of their guests on 22nd of January as well. And that is why the preparation is at full swing, Nikita, even on the ground, as we are looking at even normal people who are in fact civilians who are also volunteering their time and their expertise in whatever way that they can. We are looking at people who are going to be also hosting langars, so that the saints and other devotees do not go empty stomach and they do not have any hassles in terms of food and shelter as well. Apart from that, we are looking at how there are several artisans who are volunteering their expertise for making those carvings as well. So all of those things we are getting to see as how much ever a person can in fact contribute. They are doing so in the run up to the 22nd of January, because since from 22nd of January, as we were just learning, 50,000 or so devotees can be expected, and that is why right from the government machinery that is making sure that the frequency of the trains, the roads and the flights is also in place to make sure that there is a hassle-free transport of the people in and out of Ayodhya. Apart from that, the people who are going to be hosting the devotees as well are making sure that they do not face any problems as well. So Ayodhya in itself is in a complete celebration mode, Nikita, at least here on the ground.